All right, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for a video on cryptocurrency every day. My name's Austin, and here are your top stories of the day. CZ of Binance, the CEO, joins the majority of the crypto community and calls out Craig Wright for the potential liar that he is. Craig Wright is not Satoshi. Any more of this shit, and we delist. CZ flexing his power. In my opinion, I would love to see BitcoinSV get delisted off all the exchanges. But, on the other hand, no one man should have all this power. Today, it's a man that we all hate. Tomorrow, who's it going to be? Somebody that just CZ hates? Should he be allowed to swing this kind of power whenever he wants to? So I'm sort of torn. Let me know what you think in the comments. Next piece of news. In light of the Julian Assange arrest, Satoshi Nakamoto posted this a day before Satoshi Nakamoto disappeared. For those of you that remember, Julian Assange posted or leaked Bitcoin to the world through WikiLeaks. And Satoshi Nakamoto, he sent out this. It would have been nice to get this attention in any other context. WikiLeaks has kicked the hornet's nest, and the swarm is headed towards us. So Satoshi Nakamoto was not happy to get outed at the time. Let me give you more context. Satoshi was saying that he was not happy with WikiLeaks' behavior. Satoshi previously stated that he preferred that Bitcoin be given a chance to grow unnoticed. But now WikiLeaks has stirred the pot, kicked the hornet's nest, and was drawing attention to Bitcoin. He was not happy about this at all. So Satoshi did not want that press for Bitcoin back in the day. He wanted more of a quiet, sort of grassroots growth. So Satoshi Nakamoto, if you're out there, if you're alive, if you're out there right now, maybe you're happy that Julian Assange is getting arrested. If you're out there listening to today's video, let me know in some secretive way. Let me know what you think. Next piece of news. PundiX is the first blockchain-based point-of-sale smart device to receive CE certification. This is big for PundiX. We are pleased to announce that PundiX has successfully passed CE, Conformity European, that's what CE stands for, tests, and received the certification issued by Timeco Engineering, an accredited testing facility for the FCC and IC based in the United States. So it stands for Conformity European, but what exactly does this certification mean? This is an integral step towards proceeding our commercial shipment in Europe. CE certification verifies that our device is compliant with EU requirements essential for entering European Economic Area markets in areas such as wireless, magnetic compatibility, health, safety, and environmental protection standards. With the CE certification, we're able to help the importers and distributors to make sure that PundiX that they place in the market, those point-of-sale devices, they're going to make sure that they comply with the applicable requirements and scale up the shipment to these markets. So I think we're going to see a lot more adoption of PundiX point-of-sale devices in those European markets. I don't know, maybe PundiX is that point-of-sale device that could potentially save Brexit. I kid. Let's not get political. Next piece of news. Charles Hoskinson, in a recent interview with Fortune magazine, had some pretty insightful things to say about the future of Cardano. We often say that Cardano is the financial operating system for countries that don't really have one. We really want to be the entity that solves the remittance problem. And we really want to be the protocol that solves the microfinance problem and gets those loans down from 35% interest to 5% interest. We'd really like to be able to find a way to extend these cryptocurrency protocols into environments that are basically offline. How do you use a cryptocurrency if you don't have access to the internet? How do you use a cryptocurrency if you only have a sporadic ability to recharge your phone and your laptop? These are the kinds of problems and domains that we really want to push this third generation technology towards. so we can get those other 3 billion people who are unbanked back into the financial system and prosper just like the rest of us. So what Charles Hoskinson is saying is that they're not going to start at the first world richest countries. They're going to start at the poor countries and really work on getting the people that don't have access to any sort of financial stability, get them to be their own bank, get them on some financial, back into the financial system. He also goes on to say, he talked about this in a previous interview, the Bluetooth or Wi-Fi moment in our space. But what does he mean by that? It would be a really terrible thing if every time you bought a headset, it would only work with a particular device. Or over time, you went to a hotel and it would only connect to certain phones. That would be terrible. What Charles is saying is that we need some cryptocurrency that has interoperability, and that's what Cardano is aiming to do. Just wanted to clue you in. It's very possible it could be Cardano, could be a different cryptocurrency. I will keep you updated as new information comes out and as I find more quotes that are really telling like this. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. And last piece of news, Bakkt says that race day is approaching to bring cryptocurrency to the mainstream. In an announcement on Medium, CEO Kelly Loeffler said that race day is approaching as the startup awaits regulatory approval from the U.S. Futures and Trading Commission, U.S. Commodity Futures Trading and Commission, CFTC. As we work through regulatory approval, we are mindful that the infrastructure we are building has the potential to create more opportunities for digital assets to grow in relevance and trust. As a former marathoner, I don't know if you know, but Kelly Loeffler used to run marathons. At this point in time, recalls the stage in the training regime when you're putting in the long runs with your training team. Race day is approaching, and there is more work to be done. I'm proud to be going the distance with this growing team and of the culture we're building while bringing digital assets into the mainstream economy. Bakkt's not slowing down, even if the CFTC is trying to slow back down. Let me know what you think in the comments. Be sure to follow us on Twitter. There's a link to the description below on our Twitter. Tweeted some very interesting stuff about Nipsey Hussle being a firm believer in cryptocurrency. Check that out. Anyway, that's the video today. I'll see you tomorrow.